Hello and welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, you know that I am very new to YouTube and that I'm trying to start up a YouTube channel and hopefully continue it after my winter break is over. Today we will be talking about, drumroll please, Creepypasta. Creepypasta is a fandom that I've been a part of for a while, and it's gained quite a big following since the 2000s when it first started up. You may know or have heard of some famous creepypastas like Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, Tiki Toby, Ben Drown, Sonic EXE, and many more who have gained their own group of fans. Since there are so many creepypastas, there are so many for people to look at and choose as their favorite. My favorite personally is Jeff the Killer, who's actually who we're going to be talking about first. So, grab your snacks and drinks and sit back while I tell you about 3 creepypasta legends. Jeff's story starts off with him and his family moving into a new neighborhood because his dad had gotten a promotion at work and they thought it would be best if they moved into a nicer neighborhood. While Jeff and his little brother Leo are unpacking stuff, their next-door neighbor stops by and introduces herself and her son, then proceeds to invite Jeff and his family over for her son's birthday party. Jeff and Leo didn't want to go, but before they could say anything, their mother accepted and said that they'd love to come. When Jeff tried to talk to his mother about not going because he felt that he was too old and that they barely knew the kid, Jeff's mother said they'd just moved there and they should get to spend time with their neighbors and get to know them. Jeff gave up trying to fight back and decided to leave it at that and go to his room. Jeff went to his room, and while lying on his bed, he got a weird feeling. Not anything painful or unpleasant, just weird. He ignored it, and the next day, he ate breakfast and was getting ready for school when that same feeling came back. Once again, though, he ignored it. After Leo and Jeff finished their breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop. Then suddenly, a kid on a skateboard approached them and almost hit them. Jeff yelled at him, and the kid got off his skateboard and glared at Jeff and Leo. Suddenly, 2 other kids showed up as well, one skinny and the other huge. The kids introduced themselves. The skinny one was Keith, the fat kid was Troy, and the main kid was Randy. Randy said that there was a small price to pay before you could get on the bus. Leo prepared to fight when one of the kids pulled a knife out of his pocket. One of the kids grabbed Leo's wallet, and Jeff suddenly got that weird feeling again. This time it was stronger, and Jeff decided that he would get up and fight back. Leo tried to stop him, but it was too late, and Jeff was face to face with Randy. Jeff demanded that the wallet be returned, but Randy pulled out a knife of his own. Before he knew it, Jeff had punched Randy in the head and broke Randy's wrist, then grabbed the knife that Randy had dropped. Keith and Troy rushed at Jeff, but he was quicker and stabbed Keith in the arm, and he punched Troy in the stomach. Leo watched the scene take place in amazement, and before they knew it, they saw the bus coming and ran, knowing they'd get blamed for what happened. The next day, 2 police officers were at the door waiting for Jeff and Leo. When Jeff and Leo came downstairs, their mother was furious and told them what the police had told her. Jeff tried to tell the truth, but Leo lied and told them police that it was him. Leo was taken to juvie in Jeff's spot. A few days later, Jeff's mom decides to force Jeff to go to the birthday party that they were invited to at the beginning. While at the birthday party, Jeff is jumped by Keith, Troy, and Randy. The fight ends and all the bullies dying and Jeff being burned alive but surviving and waking up in the hospital. When Jeff finally sees his face for the first time, he is in love while his family members are a little bit horrified. Later that night, back at home, Jeff's mom finds him in the bathroom, carving a smile into his face and burning off his eyelids. Jeff's mom, horrified, runs to tell her husband to get the gun, but it's too late, and Jeff finds them and kills them both. Jeff then goes into Leo's room and kills Leo, who came home from juvie a few days prior. Ben Drown's story starts off with a teenage boy walking around and looking at a bunch of different places at a yard sale. Eventually, he stumbles upon a mysterious old man. The old man sells the teenage boy a copy of The Legend of Zelda's Majora's Mask. It looks a little bit worn out, but the teenage boy takes it anyway. When the boy gets home, he puts the cartridge into his N64 and starts it up. When the game starts up, the boy can see that there's already a slot saved under the name of Ben. The boy doesn't think much of this though and decides to start up his own game. At the beginning of the game, everything seems normal as Link walks around the map, but eventually things start to get a little strange. As Link walks around the map, the boy can see that there are many things that aren't supposed to be there, like unsettling glitches, reversed music, and a creepy statue that would follow Link around. Whenever the boy would walk up to an NPC and talk to them, instead of calling the character Link, they'd call him Ben. Eventually, the boy tried to delete the Ben save file, but it didn't work, so he just went back into his own world. As the boy played more, he saw more of the happy salesman. But whenever Ben would try to talk to the happy salesman would leave him creepy messages, like "you shouldn't have done that," and "you have met with a terrible fate." When the boy decided to exit the game and go back to the save file screen, he saw a new saved file under the name of Drowned. Now, both files were named Ben Drowned. As the boy played the game, more creepy stuff started to happen, and eventually the boy got too scared to keep going and turned off the game. The next few days, the boy didn't play the game, too scared of what would happen if he did. Instead, the boy dived deeper to try and figure out who was haunting the game and who Ben Drowned was. Eventually, he was able to find somebody who could tell him exactly what happened to the boy Ben. The boy was drowned by his father, who was a part of a cult called the Moon Children, where he had to drown his own son for a ritual. Hence where the name Ben Drowned came from. The boy eventually went home and decided to play the game again. With hesitation, the boy opened up the Ben save file. When he joined the game, he saw that Link's body was distorted and spasming back and forth. The music was a bunch of distorted sounds, and there was different high-pitched laughs in the background. Eventually, after a while, Ben hacked into the boy's computer. Ben would talk to the boy through messages and give him creepy dreams at night. Eventually, the boy was able to escape from Ben, leaving Ben stuck on the infected computer. Eyeless Jack's story starts off with a man named Mitch telling us about him moving in with his brother after his house had to be closed. Mitch tells us how he's excited to move in with his brother because he hasn't seen him in 10 years. Mitch tells us how his first week there, he started hearing rustling noises outside of his room near 1 a.m. He just decided it was a raccoon and decided to ignore it. The next morning, Mitch told his brother about the noises he's heard, but his brother also agreed with him about it being a raccoon. The next night, Mitch heard his window open and a loud thump like something came into his room. When he looked around, he saw nothing and just went back to bed. The next morning, Mitch's brother saw a giant gash in the side of his cheek and they decided to go to the hospital to check it out. Later, Mitch discovered that there was a giant gash on his side that had been sewn shut where his kidney would be. That night, Mitch woke up to something truly terrifying. He woke up to see a tall, lanky figure with a blue face staring down at him. The creature tried to attack him, but he was able to escape and run out the door. While running though, Mitch tripped over a rock and knocked himself out. When he woke up, he was back in the hospital and the doctor told him that his brother was found dead. When he went back to the house to retrieve his stuff, he saw his brother's dead body and his half-eaten kidney sitting right next to him. Hey guys, so I really hope you enjoyed the video. It's my first time doing anything like this, so feel free to comment on what you think I should do and if I should turn this into a series. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!